Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Maryam. In today's video, I am going to teach you some awesome makeup tips and tricks to help your eyes look bigger with makeup. Now, these are tricks that I have been using for years. They're super easy and straightforward. I'm not gonna be using a ton of products or a ton of steps. If you wanna learn how to make your eyes look bigger, then keep on watching. Remember to subscribe, give me a thumbs up on this video, and let's get started. Now, I've already primed my eyes. I applied my concealer and then I set it with powder. But if your lids are super duper oily, you may want to add just a little bit of primer to the outer corners of your eye. And today I'm using this one by SMASHBOX. I'm just gonna apply this to the very outer corners for a little extra staying power. Next, I'm gonna take this gray charcoal pencil from NYX. Looks like that. I've had it for a while. Clearly you can tell because it's a itty bitty thing. I'm going to lightly line my top lash line without winging out my eye, but I am keeping this outer portion just a little bit thicker. I'm gonna do the same thing to the lower lash line, but I'm not gonna come in all the way. I'm gonna stop halfway, right about here. The reason why I'm using gray and not brown and not black is because I wanna create a shadow. And shadows are typically cool, so I think gray is an appropriate choice. If you have lighter eyes or if you have lighter lashes, then you can go ahead and use a brown shadow. But for me, with my brown eyes and with my black lashes, I think gray is perfect. I'm gonna use the back of my pinky and just very gently smudge out the line. And I'm gonna do the same thing to the bottom lash line. I want this shadow to be almost unnoticeable. Next, I'm gonna take a little smudger brush. This one is from IT Cosmetics, and this brush is kind of cool. It could be a smudger brush, or it could be a crease brush, or it could be a super fluffy blending brush. But I'm gonna put it on the first setting for the smudger. I'm gonna pick up just a little bit of this brown shadow. This is from my friend Patrick's summer collection from his collab with MAC. And this palette is called Heat Stroke. You absolutely don't need to use this exact shadow, this exact palette. You could use any brown shadow that you have. I am going to very gently apply it right on top of that line that I created. And I'm gonna keep smudging it, just creating the soft gradient. I'm gonna look up and do the same thing on the bottom, just connecting those two. Next, I'm gonna look straight at the mirror and I'm just gonna shade this very outer portion of my eye. So in this step, I'm changing the dimension of my eye. I'm just creating an illusion of a more open proportion. I'm barely applying any pressure and I'm barely applying any shadow. This is all an illusion that'll help your eye stand out and make it look much bigger. Now, if you just want something very simple, very quick for every day, you absolutely don't have to use shadow. The liner itself will do, but if you're familiar and if you're comfortable with shadows, I do recommend this trick. Just kind of lifts it this way. And it's so much more flattering too. Next, I'm going to take a nude pencil, this Wonder pencil from NYX, and I'm gonna use it to line my waterline. This is a step that will undoubtedly make your eye look bigger. It's another amazing makeup trick / illusion. I think a white is just a little bit too harsh, but a nude is great for those of you who have a medium to tan skin tone. And if you're a deeper skin tone, I suggest you use taupe. The next thing that I'm going to do is use a white highlighter type shadow. This one is from Motives, and it's called Halo. And I'm gonna use it to highlight the very inner corner of my eye. I'm gonna apply the same shadow to the highest point under my brow arch. This is another one of those tricks that just makes the eye look wider. It gives you more real estate to play with, highlights this point, so just makes everything bigger. And bigger is what we're going for. Next, I am gonna curl my lashes. This step is also crucial because hanging lashes cast a shadow, unfortunately, and that closes up the eye. So by curling them, by crimping them, that opens up the eye and that allows more light to come into the eyeball. Of course, mascara is a must. Everyone knows that applying a good coat of mascara helps your eyes stand out. It helps them pop. So I'm gonna apply my Benefit Bad Gal Bang, which is my current favorite mascara. I'm gonna apply it to the bottom lashes as well. And wait till you see my next trick. If you've been following me for a long time, you can probably already guess what my next trick is. And it is by far my favorite makeup trick that's out there. You guessed it. I am gonna be drawing my little twiggies, my little extension lashes that I like to call twiggies after the 60s supermodel. So I'm gonna take my liquid liner. I'm using the BALM Cosmetics Schwing Liner. I'm gonna draw little lash extensions on my lower lash line. I'm gonna make sure that I draw them in the same direction as my natural lashes face. So sort of downwards and outwards. So something like this. I know it's kind of obvious when you're looking at it through the camera, but trust me, in person, no one's even going to be able to tell unless they are this close to your face. So at this point, you can go ahead and stop and you could leave the eye look as is, but I'm also gonna apply some false lashes just to complete this look and show you what a big difference a false lash makes. Lashes are on. I applied House of Lashes Iconic Light Lashes. It definitely helps bring out the eye in the most natural, but kind of dramatic way. Here is my small eye made bigger, and here's my original small eye. What do we think? Here are both eyes completed, looking nice and big and bright and sexy. I honestly love these tips and tricks. I have been using them for years, and I'm so happy that I was able to film this tutorial for you guys because it was a highly requested one. So I hope you take it. I hope you make it yours. Remember, you could add on to it. You could use this with any of your colorful looks. You could choose the tips that work the best for you. Let me know which one you like the most. Comment down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, for subscribing. Don't forget to check out some of my other videos before you go right here, and I will see you guys in the next one. Mwah.